Hey y'all. I'm gonna take these off because you can't see me because they're so reflective. I have semi makeup on today. So hi everyone. I posted a video yesterday about ovulation or taking the Provera, and I love your feedback and I appreciate it so much. I actually agreed with all of you and decided not to take the Provera and BD instead. So I'm not going to take it. I'm going to pray that this really was ovulation and that I will get my period in 13 days and that, um, we can start our IUI cycle. I'm not going to push it and say that I got a BFP this month because honestly, I feel like we didn't. I mean, we didn't BD like at all for like the last 2 weeks. Because we've just been so busy and it just timing hasn't been that great. And I don't think either of us have really been in the mood with everything that happened last month, like with my cycle not coming, and we prepped for it to be here and got our hopes up and everything. But I am just excited that I ovulated. And it's funny because when I called the RE, I specifically said to her, well, it was the nurses, I said the last time this happened, I know I ovulated what would have been the next cycle. And then I got my period appropriately at 13 DPO. And she's like, well, let's not chance it. Let's just, you don't know that that's going to happen again. And it's true. I didn't know it was going to happen again. And honestly, I didn't think it was going to happen again. And that's why I went and got the Provera. And the only reason I tested is I tested Friday night because I wanted to make sure that it was like 6 or 7 p.m., maybe 7, to make sure that or it had to have been later than that because we went to the concert. So it must have been 11. It was like 11 p.m. So I tested, obviously that's not first running urine, but FMU. But I tested pregnancy test and an OPK, and they were both stark white negative. It was like not even a faint line on my OPK. And I'm so bummed because I gave them to my husband because we got home and I was like, you're coming to the bathroom. Can you just show me? I was so tired. And I was like, can you just show them to me? I just want to make sure that there's like no line. And there was nothing, so he threw them out. And then I didn't know where he threw them out, so I didn't know what trash it was in. I really wasn't going to go dig out the trash to show you guys. But anyways, so then yesterday, I got up in the morning and I had to go help my sister landscape a yard. Yes, I do manual labor. But I went and all day I felt like I peed my pants. Like, I kept thinking I was getting my period because the night before I got stark white negatives on a pregnancy test and an OPK. So I was like, maybe I'm getting my cycle back. And so I like kept feeling it. And finally, when I got home and could go to the bathroom, it was just like gallons of EWCM. And I was like, holy crap, where is this coming from? Like, I do not understand. So that's when I tested the first time and got that crazy, ridiculously dark positive and the positive digital. And so I've kept testing because typically I usually, within 12 hours, I have a negative OPK from when I tested before. So I've been testing pretty much like every 6 to 8 hours-ish since then. To see if if it got darker or if it got lighter, to see if I missed it Saturday morning, like what if I tested Saturday morning, would it have been darker, X, Y, and Z. So I wanted to show you guys my progression. So we BD'd last night and we BD'd this morning, and I'm going to BD again tonight, which I know is so bad, but we haven't BD'd in forever, so I'm going to give it a shot, I guess. But these are the digital ones after I pulled them out of the let's see if I can hold them all together, out of the smiley face thing. Oh, if we can get it. Oh, the lighting is so terrible. All right, see. That bottom one is just ridiculously dark. This is the one I just took at 6 p.m. tonight. So those are the digital ones. And then these are the ones I've been taking. So the top one is these, I think it's these two are really 5 p.m. This green one is like midnight. So this morning at midnight. This one is from this, oh, see, that one says p.m. So maybe these two were like 5 and these two were 11. So these two, the green and blue at the top were 5. The green and blue here were like 11 p.m. This was about noon this morning. Look at how dark that line is compared to that one. And then this was 6 p.m. So I definitely think the darkest one I had was yesterday. But the test line from this at noon and at 6 is way darker than the control line. So I'll test again tomorrow and see if it fades out, and then I'll definitely know that I ovulated. Well, I won't definitely know, but the surge is gone. I am going to keep temping. I've skipped like the last 2 days, which is just weird. Like I just gave up and I was like, whatever, I'm done temping this ridiculously long cycle. So I'm cycle day 46 right now, which I think my body just didn't ovulate last month. But the weird thing is, the other symptoms I've had, which I talked about in the last video I did, was I've had the excessive amount of EWCM. I've had a really increased sex drive since, obviously, I've told you that we haven't BD'd in 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, bam, it was like a light turned on, and I'm just like ready to go. So I've had that. I've been really stuffy, and which, you know, I can contribute allergies to, but I also feel like that has something to do with it. I've had a dull ache on my right side. Pretty much, it started yesterday, most of yesterday, and then last night it was more intense. And we were out, my friend and I crashed a bachelor party, so, which by the time we got there at 9 o'clock, everyone had left, so it wasn't even that exciting. That's what happens when you're old. But I remember standing there and I was having a glass of sangria, and I was like, it was like intense. Like it wasn't a cramp. It was just like a really intense dull ache. So I've had that. My temp did go from 96.5 to 96.8, but I did take it an hour later. So I don't know if it really changed. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my symptoms. Oh, and I'm having major hot flashes, and I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm in a dress, a cute little, I went shopping. I always look ginormous on my computer. I feel awful. Total self-confidence not booster. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and say thank you for everyone that got back to me on my video. I think it's such a huge help to be reassured by so many other TTCers that have been there and done that, and just to reassure me that what I was doing was a correct decision, or a good decision. I wouldn't say correct, a good decision. Totally went with my body, and, you know, I talked to my husband, and I'm like, you know, if I didn't want to go on Provera and risk getting pregnant, like, not that I thought I would, but just being on medication and getting pregnant just doesn't mix well with me. So it was either go on the medication, not BD at all until I get a cycle, or BD. So we BD'd. So I will call tomorrow, really, my 1 DPO, I think. I don't know if I would call today 1 DPO, because I'm still getting major positives. So I don't think I have really ovulated yet. Once I typically ovulate, it's like done. Like, you know, I don't get positives continuously. So hoping that the cycle shows up in 13 days, or my next cycle shows up in 13 days. and we'll start the IUI with injectables, which I still have in my fridge since last August. So they expire in October, so time is dwindling down. But I'm really excited, and I feel like the summer is going to be a really good summer. There's been so many pregnancies lately on YouTube. So many of you ladies are preggers, and I'm so excited for all of you. Some of you are doing IVF, and it has worked wonders. Some of you are IUI, some try naturally. You know, it's all over the planet, but I'm just so incredibly happy for the amount of BFPs we've had lately. I say it every month that I can't wait to be a part of that group. And I'm hoping in the next month I at least get pregnant with the IUI with injectables. I think it's going to do really good things. I'm prepping my body for it. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to get back into the IUIs and just give it another shot. And see where we go from there. For this 2-week wait, I did buy Brazil nuts. I found them at Trader Joe's. Actually, if anyone's looking for them, found them at Trader Joe's. And maybe I'll have some pineapple core. I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan. But increase water intake and just hope, maybe we'll get lucky this month and get a BFP and I won't have to do an IUI. But I'm going to go with the fact that at least we ovulated. I can expect my cycle in 13 days, and we can go from there. So that's my little update. A little bit of the same stuff as last video, so not much has really changed, obviously, but I wanted to show the progression and show my smiling face and have a vlog where I'm not bawling my eyes out, because I really am excited. I think this summer is going to be great. I think I'm going to get pregnant. I think it's going to stick. I'm just feeling really good. And I don't know if it's the hormones, but I feel really good about this summer. And I feel really good for a lot of other TTCers on YouTube. I feel like it's our summer. I feel like 2013, it's got my favorite number in it, 32. My other favorite number, 13. So I just think it's going to be an awesome summer. And I can't wait to see more BFPs coming out of YouTube. YouTube is awesome. I love you guys. You're a great community. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm trying to subscribe back to you guys and follow you more because I haven't really been doing that because I'm lazy and trying to keep up with everyone's videos, but there's just been so many all at once. They always happen during the week, and I don't have any time during the week. So I try and catch up on the weekend. But just thank you for following me, and this is the start of a really, really good few months, I think. So I think my journey is going to get a lot more exciting soon. So I will do a pregnancy test at the end of the month. Maybe I'll do a live one. I know it's going to be negative, but not to be negative about the situation, but I feel like we didn't BD anyways enough for it to happen. But then I will start my IUI. And I will do that whole process because I didn't do it the last 3 I did. So I will definitely vlog the entire process, like all of that junk. So yeah, so that's all. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a fabulous weekend. It was so much fun, and I'm sad to see it over, but I have a 4-day week ahead of me, and I'm super pumped about that. I need a break. So I will talk to you ladies soon. Bye.